We'll get started in a comfortable seated position on our mats. Your legs can come to cross in front of you. Your hands can come to your knees. Just finding a comfortable seated position, taking a few moments before class to fully connect back to our mind and tune into the present moment. Your eyes can come to close. And start to bring awareness to our surroundings. Notice the feeling of the air and the temperature on your skin. Notice if you're holding any tension in your spine. See if you can fully relax into this position. You're not forcing any posture just yet. Just being organic and authentic. Maybe closing your eyes. Notice anything you brought with you today. Any feelings or emotions. Notice them without judgment. Showing your emotions is actually a sign of strength. We'll start to bring some awareness to our breath. Feel free to bring one hand to your low belly and one to your heart to really feel yourself breathing. We're going to do some deep belly breaths. So each inhale, expand the belly. Feel it push into that bottom hand. And then each exhale, letting the belly button come back towards center. And the air pushes out of your lungs. Inhale deeply, fill up the lungs from top to bottom. Exhale out the nose. Noticing the change in temperature of the air as it exits your body. But take a few more breaths here at your own pace. Go take one more inhale here. Biggest inhale yet. And then exhale. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Bring your hands to the base of your neck. You're going to just slowly start to massage out those muscles that help hold our head up every day. Maybe they feel a little bit more tight or tensioned after sitting at your computer. Maybe hold on to a spot that might feel good. Good. Bring them to your collarbones now. Bringing the fingertips down on top of the collarbone. And then slowly just push away and look your head up towards the ceiling. Deep stretch for the front of the neck. Good. Come back to center. Shake that out. Interlace your fingers, and on your inhale, swoop forward and up, coming to a full body stretch here. Lifting the palms to the sky. Deep inhale. Then exhale, hands to both sides of the room. Push the palms of your hands to reach towards the sides of the room. Maybe you wake up the nervous system here, feeling kind of some tension. Maybe you want to go down with your fingertips and then reaching back up, moving the wrists. Good. Bring your hands to interlace around your knees. Roll back onto your back here. You're going to be building up some momentum, maybe massaging out the back. Good. When you're ready, cross the ankles, come up to a tabletop position. Your shoulders are directly over your hips. Oh, sorry, that didn't make sense. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Your hips are over your knees. Flat neutral back as the crown of your head reaches forward. Long line of your spine here. And then just take a few breaths here. Inhale, notice your belly expanding, your belly button reaches down towards the ground. Then exhale as your belly button comes back towards center. Good, inhale here. And exhale. Adding in some cat-cows now. Inhale, drop the belly. Shine the chest forward, chin up. Exhale, round the back. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Good, inhale, fill up the lungs, belly button drops. And then exhale, round the back. Take 3 more breaths here at your own pace. Maybe finding some movement that's more free to you. Just waking up the spine, connecting our breath with our movement. Good, next time you come back to center. Reach the crown of your head forward, and then inhale, reach your right toes long behind you, lift them up. And then bring your right toes out to the side, place them on the mat. Slowly start to walk yourself up, and then reach your left hand over. So you're doing a side body stretch, but also stretching the inside of your thigh. Reach those left hips over. Good. Exhale your left hand down to the mat, and then stretch the front of your right hip. So you're kind of pushing your hips forward to the front of the room. Maybe reaching your arm back behind you. Good. Come back up to center. Bring your hands back to that tabletop position. Lift your toes back behind you. Left arm reaches long. So opposite arm, opposite leg, coming into a bird dog pose. Reach it long here. Engage the core. Take an inhale, reach a little bit longer. And then exhale, hand to elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Bring it in towards the center. Good. One more time. Reach it long. Exhale. Come back to center. Place both hand and knee on the mat. We'll take that on the other side. So left toes go long back behind you. And reach those left toes out to the side of your mat. Slowly start to walk your hands up. And then your right hand reaches over to your left leg, sorry. Good, maybe you open that top shoulder, opening the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Good, come back to center. Place that right hand on the mat, and then reach your hips forward. Send your arm back behind you. Awesome, come back to center. Both hands in front. Reach your left toes long. Right hand comes forward this time. Hold it here, engage that low belly. Inhale, reach a little bit longer. Exhale, knee to elbow, bring it in. Inhale, reach it longer. Exhale, bring it in. 2 more times. Inhale, reach long. Exhale. Good. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, push all the air out. Place hand and knee back on the mat. Take some time here in child's pose. Knees can come out wide, toes come to the center. Sit your hips back on your heels and then reach your fingertips long out in front of you. Your head can rest on your mat. Good. Take some time here to kind of check in with yourself. See how you're doing today. Maybe set an intention for your practice. Something you can come back to when your mind starts to wander. Good. Take a deep inhale here. Fill up the lungs. Feel your ribs pressed against your thighs. And then exhale. Push all the air out. Open mouth. One more inhale here. And then exhale. Inhale will bring you back up to your tabletop position. Tuck your back toes under and lift your hips up high for your downward facing dog. Pedal it out here for a moment, pressing into both heels, bending at the knees, maybe shaking your head yes and no. Getting ready to move a little bit more faster. Moving on to our sun salutations. Let's firm up the foundation first. So reach your heels down to the mat. Send your hips high towards the ceiling. Press away through all fingertips. Let your head hang heavy. Shoulders away from your ears. Good. Inhale, high plank pose. We'll move through our chaturanga push-up. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, and then on your exhale, keeping the elbows in towards the side, slowly lower down. Inhale, reach your chest forward, cobra pose. Exhale, tuck the back toes and send your hips back high, pushing yourself up to downward facing dog. Good, that's gonna be your vinyasa flow. Make it whatever you want. Feel free to add in any modifications if you need to. We'll move on to our sun salutation. So right leg goes long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, drop the back knee, hook the thumbs and rise. Deep stretch for the left hip flexors. Reach your fingertips high overhead. Exhale, palms back down, frame the front foot and step forward. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Good, reach out, fill up the lungs, arms overhead. And then exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift here, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. We'll move through the flow. Slowly lowering, option to keep the knees bent or straight. Lower with your elbows near your sides. Inhale, push yourself up. Shine your chest forward. And then exhale, tuck your back toes, send yourself back up for downward facing dog. Good, inhale the left toes long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, drop the back knee, hook your thumbs and rise. Take a deep inhale here. See your prayer overhead. Exhale, plant the hands and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. The crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reaching arms overhead, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Inhale, take a deep breath as your arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Good, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step your feet back to move through your vinyasa flow, make it your own. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, raises your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right toes long. Adding on this time. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Hold it here, high plank pose. Good. Inhale, right toes long. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Hold it here. Good. Inhale, right toes long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Drop the back knee, hook your thumbs and rise. This time, exhale, prayer through the heart center. We're twisting over to the right. Left elbow reaches over the right knee. And then press into both palms to really open up that chest for the twist. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Exhale, plant your hands and step forward. Excuse me. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands through. Inhale, take up space. Inhale, through the lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to move through your flow. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time on the other side, left toes long. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Hold it here, high plank pose. Inhale, left toes long. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Good. Inhale, left toes long. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Drop that back knee. Hook your thumbs and rise. Exhale your hands through the heart center. Twisting over to the left this time. Right elbow hooks onto that left knee. And press in to really open up that top shoulder. Awesome. Come back to center. Exhale, plant the hands and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. You're coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, prayer through the heart center. Take some time here to close your eyes. Maybe connect back to your breath. Check in with your body. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Notice how your breath might have changed over the first few moments of class. Good. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet about hip-width distance, taking a ragdoll pose here. Opposite hand to opposite elbow. Let your head hang heavy. Micro bend in the knees, so you don't have to feel like you're pushing your knees straight. You can stay slightly bent. You'll still feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Maybe find a natural sway, something that feels good in your body. Good. Start to heel toe your feet back together. You're at the top of your mat. Make sure that you have some support or block placed to the top of your mat before we get started into our sequence. Just so you have it there. Again, you can use pretty much anything for this, even a water bottle. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step your feet back to move through your flow. Meeting in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale the right toes long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, back heel stays lifted. Inhale, arms overhead, crescent lunge. Good. The back knee stays lifted towards the ceiling. Deep bend in the front knee. Then straight neutral spine. reaching up towards the ceiling. Good, exhale, plant the hands. Plant your left hand on the mat and lift your right hand towards the ceiling. Coming into a low lunge twist. Good, exhale, plant the hand. Framing the front foot, step your left toes in slightly for pyramid pose. So both toes are facing forward. Trying to straighten the legs. They can be kind of bent. You should feel a really deep stretch in the hamstrings with this one. If you want to grab your support here, feel free to do so, placing it on the inside of your right foot. Good. If you can, see if you can let your head hang heavy. Good. Place your block back in front. Deep bend in the front knee. We're going to be placing all of our weight into that right foot, lifting the left toes to an L. So you're pressing that left heel back in space, coming into your standing splits. Your standing leg can stay slightly bent. You can use your support if you need to. Awesome. We're going to keep balancing on that left leg. Curtsy squat. Good, and then slowly start to push through that right foot, coming up to single-legged Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your left knee with you. Good, maybe wrap around the knee, holding it in. Lift your head up towards the ceiling. Good, I'm gonna take a step back, so I'm getting really close to my window. Good, when you're ready, slowly bring your hands overhead, reach your left toes back behind you. Coming into an airplane pose, warrior three. Arms can come behind you. They can come to your heart, or they can reach forward out in front of you. Embrace the wobbling. Know that your muscles are working. Good, exhale the left toes down, coming into your crescent lunge. Arms overhead. Awesome job, everyone. Shake that out. On your inhale, swivel the back heel down, coming into your warrior two. Good, deep bend in the front knee. Back leg is straight. Reach your arms out to both sides of the room, and your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand comes high, left hand can come to your low back. Then exhale, windmill your arms down to the mat. Option to lift the leg for three-legged down dog. And then move through your flow. Always an option to just drop down and meet us in downward facing dog. Skipping your vinyasa flow if you need to. Awesome, let's do that on the other side. Left toes go long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, arms overhead for crescent lunge. Take some time here to get centered in on this opposite side. Good, reach arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Right hand stays planted. Left fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Good, just see if you can open that twist just a little bit more. Exhale, plant the hands. All right, bring that back leg in for a pyramid pose. Option to bring your support here if you need it. Once you get your foundation and feel balanced, see if you can let your head hang heavy. Both heels are on the ground. See if you can square off your hips here. Good, place your support in front. Deep bend in that front knee. And then slowly start to lift the back toes off the mat, coming into your standing L, your standing splits. Notice how I'm not like pressing my leg up towards the ceiling. I'm kind of focusing more on pressing my heel to the back of the room. So forming that L shape. Good, hold it here for a moment. Maybe play around with letting your head hang heavy. And then exhale, curtsy squat. You know where we're going next, so find your balance on your standing leg. And slowly start to come up to one-legged Tadasana. Mountain pose, bring that right knee in towards your chest. Give it a tight squeeze here. Awesome. Maybe notice your stabilizing muscles working in your left ankle. Awesome work, everyone. We'll slowly bring the arms overhead. Start to reach those toes back behind you. Moving into our warrior three. Good. Hands can come to your heart. Again, they can airplane back behind you. If you fall out, come back in. Good. Slowly start to reach those right toes back behind you, coming into your crescent lunge, arms overhead. Good, maybe shake that out a little bit. Good, rotate your back, heel down, coming into your warrior two on the other side. Deepen in that front knee. Sink the hips low. And reach the crown of your head up. Feel strong and supported. Take an inhale as you reach your left arm high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat. Step your left toes back. Option to use three-legged dog. Move through your flow, or just meet us in downward facing dog. Awesome, awesome work. Bring your knees down to the mat. Let's bring the knees together. We're gonna send our hips to our heels. We're taking a child's pose, but we're not gonna extend out. So we're gonna actually grab the heels and let our head rest on the mat. Or option to bring your support here if you need something to support your head on. Good, connect back to your breath, back to your intention that you thought about at the start of class. Good, let's come back to our tabletop position. Send your heels back, coming back to your downward facing dog. Sink in here, take a few breaths here. Good, inhale, bend the knees and look towards the top of your mat. Slowly step forward, bringing both feet to touch. Good, option to take a quick forward fold here, maybe just letting your arms hang heavy, your head hang heavy. Good, we're gonna move on to our peak pose. So inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your feet together if they're not. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Good, so we practiced a lot on opening the hips and standing on one leg. We're gonna be taking standing figure four pose today. So let's first start by just connecting our feet to the ground. Connecting all 4 points of the feet, maybe lifting the toes and placing them back on the mat. And then when you're ready, place all of the weight into the left foot. So you kind of shift over that leg. And then slowly bring your right knee up, coming into that one-legged Tadasana pose. When you're ready, we're going to start to sink down by placing the right ankle over the left knee. And then reach your hips back behind you as you come into almost a chair pose here. Sink the hips low. See if you can balance here. Good. If you want to play around with any funky stuff, you can reach down, grab your shin, bring it up towards you. A lot of options here. Take anything that works for you. Good. Notice if you're focusing on one point with your vision, see if you can change it. Not by moving your head or anything, just moving your eyes up, testing your balance a little bit. Good. Slowly come out of that. Really slowly, just like you came in. So bringing your right knee up first, and then place that right foot on the mat. Awesome. Let's take that on the other side. Reed, I do post all my sessions on YouTube, so I'll post that link afterwards. All right. Taking that on the other side, all of your weight into your right foot. Really feel the ground underneath your foot. And then lift your left knee up towards the ceiling. Hold it here. Maybe give it a tight squeeze. Whatever feels good. And then place your left ankle top of your right knee as you slowly start to lower into that chair pose. Good. Notice any differences between the sides. Know that you don't have to get super low. You can just stop wherever you're starting to feel that stretch in the outer hip. Awesome, awesome work. We'll hold this for 2 more breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Maybe play around with your vision for this last breath. Good. Inhale will bring you back up. Left knee follows. And then exhale, left foot down to the mat. Good. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Forward fold of your choice. You can take ragdoll pose, grabbing your 2 big fingers. Maybe you want to place your palms underneath your feet. Your knees can stay really bent during any of these forward folds. Notice how bent mine are. And then as you slowly start to straighten your legs, you'll feel a stretch in the back of the legs. And then just let your head hang heavy. Good. Release your hands. Heel toe your feet back together. And actually, we're going to do something else. One more thing. So let's separate the feet about mat width distance. Bring your heels in towards the center. Your toes are going to face out. We're coming into a yogi squat. So slowly sink your hips low. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. Your elbows are pushing out instead of like resting. So you're kind of making this more of an active pose. You know, maybe your yogi squat looks like this. Great. Love it. As long as you're sinking into the hips, feeling that deep stretch. Make this yours. If you want to wake up the inner thighs, press back into your elbows. Form that resistance. Good. Exhale the hands to the mat. Bring the hips up towards the ceiling. Now you can heel toe your feet back together. And then send your hips down so you're sitting on your mat. You can bring your knees to stay bent up towards the ceiling. And then slowly engaging your core, flat back over onto your mat. We'll do a few more postures on our back here. We're gonna take some bridges. And I invite you to, if you wanna make this a little bit more advanced or challenging, adding in something that I say, I'll take you first through a basic bridge, and then I'll give you some options from there. So on your inhale, your arms will be at your sides, knees bent, feet directly behind your hips, about a foot of space between your hips and your heels. And then slowly start to squeeze your glute muscles as you press your hips up towards the ceiling. Your chin will come away from your chest to open the airway. Good. So you can stay here, hold this pose, or if you want to add in some more advanced movement, we're going to put all of our weight into the left foot and then kick our right heel out. Then come back, kick our left heel out. So we're coming into a single-legged bridge. Take a few reps. But if you notice that your hips are starting to sink, come back and firm up that foundation. Squeeze the glute muscles together. Make sure your hips stay squared. Good. If you're doing the extended leg bridging, do 2 more. Then on your exhale, slowly lower the hips down to the mat. Your knees can come to touch with your feet out wide. Or you can bring your feet, the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. Take some time here to just connect back to your breath. Take 3 breaths here. Good. Inhale, both the knees back into the chest. We're going to take a supine spinal twist. So option to keep the knees together and just let them fall to one side. Or you can hold on to your left knee, extend your right leg long, and then bring your left knee over your right side body, extending your left arm out to the side. Again, if this is too much of a twist for you, just bring both knees to stack to one side. See if you can let your left shoulder relax onto the mat. Maybe follow your gaze over your left fingertips. Good, just let gravity take over here. Letting your body fall into the twist. One more inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Both knees in towards your chest. Taking that on the other side, left leg long, or knees stacked, and then twisting over to the left. Right fingertips out to the side. Good, take some time here. Focus on your breath. Letting your body sink into the mat. Good, bring both knees in towards your chest. Try to grab hold of either the outer edges or your 2 big toes. Moving into happy baby. Your knees come wide. And feel free to just find some movement here. Maybe rocking from side to side, like happy babies do. Good, and then bring your knees together. Option to take any other poses that I might not have brought you through. Otherwise, we'll start to slow it down for our last few minutes of class, letting your legs extend long. Your arms can come to your sides. Let your shoulders relax. See if you can let your jaw sink down, relaxing into the ground. And notice if you're holding tension in any parts of your facial muscles. Let those relax. Take these last few moments of class to soak in all of the amazing and beautiful movement you just did. And let your breath come back to its natural state here. Good, and then slowly, you have the time here to spend if you need it. But if you're ready to move on, you can start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Waking the body back up. Good, and then take a long overhead, bringing your arms overhead, a long body stretch. Stretching all the way from fingertips to the toes. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze, showing yourself some love for making it onto your mat today. Good, and then rolling off onto one side. And pushing yourself up to a seated position. Being gentle as you get there. Finding a comfortable seat once you get here. Your hands can come to rest on your knees, or they can come to touch in front of your heart. So I'll take a deep inhale here. And then exhale out the mouth. Awesome work today. Bring in a wave of gratitude for yourself, for making it here. And I hope this class has reminded you that you can do hard things. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. Thanks everyone for joining. We'll have class again at 12:30 on Wednesday, and then again at 7 o'clock on Sunday. So feel free to join us for any or all of them, or even any parts of them. And then I'm going to post my YouTube link in the chat.